Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We're going to do game number 3 of the history of the World Series 1903 World Series. This series is tied up at 1 game apiece. We had the Boston Americas winning game 1 and the Pittsburgh Pirates coming back to win game 2. Let's take a look at the box scores while we're getting people in here to settle down. Here's the box score for game 1, and it was a 2-1 Boston Americans win. Got a Cy Young pitching against DEACON PHILLIPPE. Cy Young comes out on top. As you can see, they scored a run in the first. In the second, the Pirates did, and the Americans came back and scored in the bottom of the second. Hey, Tim D. And then in the 6th inning, the Americans came in and scored and took the lead, and Cy Young made it last, folks. Let's go back here to game number 2. And the Pirates kind of kicked the Americans' butt here in game number 2. As you can see, they had a big third inning, then came back in the top of the 7th and scored 2. Topped it off then the 9th and won 6-3 behind Sam Lever, who's pitching for the Pirates, and Bill Denning pitching for the Americans. And that brings us to game number 3. We're going to have DEACON PHILLIPPE pitching again. He's going to be going up against Tom Hughes. In real life, Tom Hughes only pitched like 2 innings and was taken out and Cy Young came in. So we'll see what happens here in our replay. Wait for a few more people to come in here. Thought Aaron was going to join us in the broadcast. I put the link in there if anybody would like to join the broadcast. You can. All you need is a mic. Don't even need a camera since we're not really showing anything. Let's take a look here at the series. You got the Pirates. You got Harry Smith 2 for 3. Jim Sebring's 2 for 5. Hornus Wagner is 3 for 9 with 2 RBIs. Tommy Leach, he's at 1 for 8, but he has 3 RBIs. Hey, Ken. Yeah, getting ready to start here, bud. Give people a few minutes to get in. We'll get this game started. And like I say, Ken, if you want to join, I'll put a link in there. All you got to do is hook up your mic. We're ready to go. And as you can see, DEACON PHILLIPPE's 0-1. He went 7 innings in that first game. Only gave up 7 hits, walked 1, strike out 3. Gave up the 2 runs. Sam Lever's 1-0, went the distance, 7 hits, walked 1, gave up and struck out 3. And over here for the Americans, you got Freddie Parent. He's batting 500. He's batting 3 for 6. You got Hobe Ferris. He's 2 for 6 with a RBI, and same with old Freddie. He gets out an RBI. Buck Freeman's 2 for 7. Candy LaChance is 2 for 7. Jimmy Collins 2 for 8. Patsy Doherty's 1 for 8. Hey, Mike. And you got Lou Cryer. He's 0 for 3. Buck Farley, he's 0 for 1. Came in and pitched hits. So did Chuck O'Brien. And Chuck Hall, he's 0 for 6. The only regular for the Americans that hasn't gotten a base hit. Cy Young, he went the distances in his game. 9 innings, 6 hits, walked 3, gave up 1 run. And Bill, he goes the distance, gives up 11 hits, 3 walks, 1 run, and gives up 6 runs. All righty, folks. Well, let's get down here and get this game started. So let's take a look here at the starting lineups for the game. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, leading off, playing center field is Ginger Beaumont. Batting second, playing left field is Fred Clark. Batting third, playing third's Tom Leach. Batting fourth, playing shortstop is Honus Wagner. Batting fifth and playing first base is Kitty Bransfield. Batting sixth, playing second is Claude Ritchie. Batting seventh, playing right field is Jimmy Sebring. Batting eighth and doing the catching is Ed Phelps. And on the mound and batting ninth is Deacon Philippe. Coming back on only 2 days rest, folks. And for your Boston Americans, the home team, leading off playing left field is Patsy Doherty. Batting second, playing third is Jimmy Collins. Hey, legends. And batting third, playing center field is Chick Stahl. Batting fourth, playing right field is Buck Freeman. Batting fifth, playing shortstop is Freddie Perrott. Batting sixth, playing first base is Candy Latance. Batting seventh, playing second base is Hope Ferris. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Lou Cryer. And on the mound, batting ninth for the Boston Americans is Tom Hughes. So here we go with the game, folks. We go to Huntington Avenue, home of the Boston Americans. And we got Ginger Beaumont to do the lead off today against Mr. Tom Hughes making his first outing. Let's take a look at what Tom did in the regular season here, folks. And he had, let's go to his pitching, not his batting. In 1903, he started in 31 games. He had a 20-7 record with a 2.57 ERA. He walked 60, struck out 112, had a whip of 1.19. So let's get this game started, folks. Hey, Doug, Chris. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That ball is hit down the short. It is bobbled, and he's going to be on with a base hit. So just like that, we got an error to start this game off. And you got Ginger Beaumont down at first, and an error on Freddie Perrott. And here brings up Freddie Clark. He's 1 for 8 in this World Series. And here's the pitch from Tom Hughes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That ball is driven up the middle, and that's a stolen base, and he gets him out, folks, on the 1-0 pitch. So that races the runner. Now there's 1 out and nobody on for Fred Clark on the 1-0 pitch. Hey, 007. Here's a full count now to Clark. That ball is hit down the second, over to first. Now there's 2 outs, nobody on. Tom Hughes, after giving up that error, could face the minimum here. Here's Tommy Leach having a heck of a RBI output. He's got 3 RBIs on the World Series. Here's a full count to Tommy, and they strike him out. So that'll end the top of the first. The Pirates nothing. Boston coming up the bat. We got Doherty, Collins, and Stahl to lead off this first inning against Deacon Philippe. Like I say, he's pitched 1 game. He's 0-1. He won 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, and struck out 3. Hey, Phillip. And he'll be facing Patsy Doherty. He's 1 for 8 in this World Series, folks. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Patsy. That ball is lifted down the second. Nice play. No, it gets through. A looper over Doherty. Gets on with the single. Nice job. Thought that ball was going to be caught, folks. So Patsy's on at first for Jimmy Collins. Jimmy's 2 for 8 in the World Series here. See what he does with Patsy on at first. And he's going to lay down a bunt down the third. And no, he's going to be safe, folks. How about that? We got first and second here in the bottom of the first. Nobody out, and that'll bring up Chick Stahl. And Deacon Phillippe's in a little bit of a pickle here, folks. Here's the pitch to Stahl. It's a full count. That ball is hit back to the mound. Nice play over the second. That ball is dropped. And wow, we got bases juice, folks. And that'll be an error out there. Geez, you Pete's. They can't bind out all of a sudden. And now we got bases juice for Buck Freeman up. He is 2 for 7 here in the World Series. And they're going to bring the infields in on the corner looking for a bunt from Buck. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's swinging away. He lifts that ball out the left field. It's in there for an out. The runners hold. That's a big out. 1 out now. If the Pirates can get a ground ball, maybe get a double play and get out of this. Freddie Parent, he is 3 for 6. Not who you want to see up there if you're a Pirates fan. Here's the pitch from Phillippe. And he's first pitch swinging, folks. He lines that ball in the right field. That may be deep enough to get the run in. No, he holds at third. And now there's 2 outs and the bases are still juiced. Can Deacon pitch around this mess? Candy LaChance needs to get a 2-out base hit for the Americans. He's 2 for 7. And that ball's hit down the second over to first. And the Americans leave the bases juiced. Deacon Phillippe pitches around the bases loaded, no out situation. And we're still knotted up at nothing. Due up here for the Pirates is Wagner, Bransfield, and Ritchie against Mr. Tom Hughes. Hornus Wagner with the 3-1 count. He lifts that ball in the center field. It drops in for a base hit, and Hornus Wagner's aboard, folks, with a leadoff single for the Pirates. See if they can get something going here. Kitty Bransfield, he's 1 for 8 in this World Series. Wagner down at first. Will he take off for second? That is the question. Yeah, exactly, Ken. These are the finest parks in America, aren't they? Yeah. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he's taking off for second, and they got him out by a country mile, folks. So Wagner's a race on the stolen base. Now 1 out and nobody on for Barnesfield. And here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's a 2-2 count now. And that's a swing and a miss strike 2 outs now here in the top of the second. And that'll bring up Mr. Claude Ritchie. He's 2 for 7 in this World Series. And here's the 2-2 count to him. He lifts the ball in the center field, and that'll be called out there by Stahl. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. It's nothing. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Americans. Ferris, Cryer, and Tom Hughes to face Deacon. Deacon's gotten himself out of a heck of a mess in the first. Let's see if he can bounce back here in the second. Here's the pitch to Ferris, the 0-1 count. He drives that ball down the short. Nice play. Throws over to first. Ball bounces. Unable to get the out. And that'll be an error on Bransfield with the glove. Unable to pick that play. So you got Ferris down at first. Cryer up the bat. Cryer is 0 for 5 in the World Series. So to say the least, he's due. Deacon again, his defense not helping him. He's got himself into a little bit of a bind. Oh, that would be awesome, Michael. Yeah, to actually have fans out there with ropes. That would be cool. I agree. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That ball's lifted in the left field. Down near the line, they make the catch for out number 1. And now we got Tom Hughes. Let's see what Tom batted on the year, folks. So we don't need no stinking DH. And in 1903, Tom batted .280, folks. And He had 100 at bats, 93 at bats. He had 26 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and a homer, folks. So, like I say, we don't need no stinking DH. And here's the pitch from the Deacon, 1 out. Ferris down at first. And he squares the bunt, bunts it down the third, only plays over the first, and he's got a sacrifice bunt down, folks. Now he got a runner in scoring position. We're back to the top of the order, and Patsy Doherty. Patsy's 1 for 1 today, folks. Can he get a 2-out base hit and put the Americans ahead here? That ball is driven into the right field corner. It gets by him. That's going to be a double. And he's headed for third, and he turns around and goes back, thinks better of it. So a 2-out double puts the Americans on top, 1-0 here in Game 3 of this World Series, folks. We're guaranteed to go 6 since it's tied up 1 apiece. The next 4 games will be in Pittsburgh. So now you got Jimmy Collins up. Jimmy is 3 for 9. He's 1 for 1 today. And Patsy Doherty's out there waiting to be driven in. Deacon hasn't gotten out of this mess in the second. 2 outs, runner on in second. And that ball is hit down the first, over to the pitcher. Deacon covers, and that'll end the inning, but not until the Boston Americans score 1. We go to the top of the third. We got Sebring, Phelps, and PHILLIPPE, the bottom part of the order, due up against Tom Hughes. And Mr. Sebring is 2 for 5 with no RBIs in the series. Hey, Christopher. That ball is lifted in the left field, and he'll make a nice play out there. Let's look at that again, folks. I thought that was going to drop in for a base hit. Nice play out there by Doherty. Nice running grab. All righty, that brings up Eddie Phelps. He is 1 for 3 in the World Series. Here's the pitch from Tom. He's already lasted longer than he did in real life. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 up and 2 down. Now we got Deacon up. He's 0 for 2 in the World Series. Can he come through with a base hit against his counterpart here? And no, that's a strike 3. Strikes out the last 2 batters. We go to the bottom of the third. Boston 1, Pirates nothing. You got Stahl, Freeman, and Parent due up here against the Deacon. Chick is 0 for 1 today. Hasn't gotten a base hit yet in this World Series. Here's the 1-2 count. That's a strike 3. Strikes out Stahl. And now we got Buck Freeman up. He's 0 for 1 today, folks. And the 1-1 pitch to Buck. He swings, lifts that ball in the center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Freeman's aboard here with 1 out. And again, Deacon's getting in a little bit of a pickle. And you got Freddie Parent up. Freddie is 0 for 1 today. Does have an RBI, though, in this series. I didn't know that, Ken. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. Hey, have a good one, Chris. All righty. So now here we go. Runner on at first, 1 out. 0-1 pitch. He's off and running, folks, and he's in there with a stolen base. Runner in scoring position now with 1 out. Buck Freeman standing down to second. Here's the pitch to Freddie. And that's going to be hit down the second. Runner will get over to third now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up LaChance. Can he drive him in from third? Buck Freeman with the lead. Here's the pitch from Deacon. And it's hit down the second. They're going to strand a runner at third. And we go to the top of the fourth. It is 1-0. Let's see here. Check out these options ones. Make sure I got everything the way I wanted it. Yeah, we're looking good. All righty. We got Ginger, Belmont, Fred Clark, and Tom Leach, the top of the order, due up here. Can the Pirates make some noise off the Tom Hughes? And Belmont's first pitch swinging. That's a shallow ball in the right field. And Buck Freeman makes the catch for out number 1. And here comes Mr. Clark. He's 0 for 1 today. 1-2 pitch to Clark. And he strikes him out, folks. And that is 5 strikeouts on the day for Hughes. That'll bring up Tommy Leach. He's 0 for 1 today. Can Tommy get something started here with 2 outs? I believe it's called the center field TV camera. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Yeah, center field TV camera is what it is. Chris. Oh, Clinton, you came to the wrong place if you want everything pronounced right. That's for sure. I'll butcher them. I'm a butcher. I love it. You go ahead and you correct me, bud. It's all right, man. It's all right. Yep. Yeah, I think it's a great angle too, Mike. Yep. Yep. All right, here's the pitch to Tommy. Nobody on, 2 outs. And that's going to be lifted in the center field, and that'll be out number 3. And that is it for the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 4th. They're hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Bottom part of the order due up. Ferris, Cryer, and Hughes to face the Deacon. Can he get a 1-2-3 inning? He hasn't done it yet, folks. And that's going to be lifted in the center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So he's not going to get it this inning. Belmont comes in and can't get to it. So we got Ferris on at first, Cryer up. Cryer's 0 for 1. Will we have another stolen base here? That is the question, folks. And he's first pitch swinging out to left field, and that's caught for out number 1. Fred Clark with the put out. That brings up the pitcher, Tom Hughes. We don't need no stinking DH. Will he lay down a bunt here, folks? And there's the bunt back to the mound. And that is caught for an out. So doesn't get the bunt down, folks. 2 outs, and we're back to the top of the order. And Patsy Doherty, and he is 2 for 2 today, folks. Can he drive in another run here for the Boston Americas? Oh, that would be cool, Mike. I agree. All righty, 007. You have a good one, bud. And here's the pitch to Patsy. 1-1 count. He drives that ball in the center field. Nice catch out there. We'll take a look at that, folks. Nice running catch. Belmont stole a single, maybe a double behind the back. Overran it. How about that for showing off the leather, folks? Nice play. That ends the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. Wagner, Bransfield, and Ritchie. Base Tom Hughes, he's got a one-hitter going here, folks. He so far has gotten the Pirates all off stride. They haven't figured him out yet. And that ball is hit down the second on the line. That'll be out number 1. And that brings up Bransfield. What can Kitty do? He is 0 for 1 today, 1 for 9 in the World Series. That ball's hit down the third. Easy play over to first for out number 2. Excuse me while I take a drink, guys. So 2 outs now, nobody on. Can Richie keep this inning going for the Pirates? 1-2 pitch. He lines that ball in the left field. It drops in for a base hit. So we got a 2-out single. And now we got Mr. Sebring up, and he's 0 for 1 today. With Richie down at first, can he drive him in here and tie this game up, folks? 2-2 count. That's lifted in the center field, and that'll be out number 3. Stahl makes the catch out there, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. We got Collins, Stahl, and Freeman up here against the Deacon. The Deacon's only given up 1 run, folks, but he's trailing. Here comes Jimmy Collins. He's 1 for 2, 3 for 10 on the series. And that ball is hit out to Clark in left field for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down. And that'll bring up Chick Stahl. He's 0 for 2 today, looking to get his first base hit of the World Series also. And that'll be out number 2 as Richie grabs that and throws him out with no problem. And that brings up Buck. Let's see what Buck can do. Can he get a 2-out rally going here for Boston Americas? That is going to be hit in the left field. Clark's got it. And that'll end the inning, folks. 1, 2, 3 goes to Boston Americans. We go to the top of the 6th. We got Phelps, Phillippe, and back to Beaumont at the top of the order. Ed's 0 for 1 today. Let's see if he can get a 6-inning rally started here, folks. That ball is hit out to Stahl in center field, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Now we got the Deacon up. See if the Deacon can help himself out, folks. And that's hit down the first. He'll take it himself. LaChance steps on the bag for out number 2. And we're back to the top of the order, and Ginger Beaumont, and he's 0 for 2 today. And that ball again's hit in the center field, and again, Stahl makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 goes to Pirates. And here comes Freddie, LaChance, and Ferris. And he's 0 for 2 today. Can he get a hit off of the Deacon and start this bottom of the 6th? And throws over the first, and he's out of there, folks. That'll bring up LaChance. He's 0 for 2 today. Deacon's pitched a good game, giving up us 1 run. And that's strike 3. See ya later, alligator. 2 up and 2 down. Brings up Ferris. He's 1 for 2. He's gotten a single off of the Deacon. Oh, really, Ken? $175,000. Crazy. Shoo. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That ball's hit down the short, long throw over to first, but they get him, and that'll end the inning, folks. We go to the bottom of the 6th, top of the 7th, rather, and it's still 1-0, rather. We got Fred Clark up. We got Tom Leach and Hornus Wagner. This is a time for the Pirates to do some damage here against Tom. Got the 2, 3, 4 hitters up, folks. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he's out of there. Went down swinging, folks. 1 out. That'll bring up Tom Leach. He's 0 for 2 today. Can he get on for Wagner? And that ball's in the dirt. I think that's the first walk given up by Hughes today. Let's take a look. Yep, his first walk, and that brings up Wagner. Can he deliver? Tom's got some speed out there at the bases, folks. A double would tie this game up from Wagner. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And they throw back the first. He's back in there safely. Here comes the 0-2 pitch again to Wagner. Can he deliver, folks? That ball is hit down the short. Can they turn two? Yes, they do. That is your old 6-4-3 double play, folks. We go to the 7th inning stretch. 1-0 Boston. This is a heck of a game, ain't it, Ken? Sure. And too bad I don't have that Tessie song. Let's see if I can get it here. I can find the original Tessie song without getting myself in trouble here. It don't look like it. Nope. It's all the modern versions, all I'm finding, folks. Been cool to have. Alrighty, we got the bottom part of the order due up here for Boston, Cryer, Hughes, and then back to Doherty at the top. And that's a full count hit down to Wagner over the first for out number 1. And that'll bring up Tom Hughes. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 2-0 count. Can he take advantage of it, folks? He drives that ball in the center field. That's going to be a can of corn out there for Belmont. 2 up and 2 down. Deacon trying to keep this a 1-run game. We're back to the top of the order. Patsy Doherty's had some success here. He's 2 for 3 against the Deacon. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And 1-2-3 goes the Americans. We go to the top of the 8th. They're hanging on to a 1-0 lead, folks. Now you got Bransfield, Ritchie, and Sebring due up here, folks. Can Tom Hughes hold them down? Kitty's 0 for 2. That ball is hit out to center field. Belmont can't get to that one, folks. So the Pirates got the leadoff runner, the tying run down at first base. Here comes Claude Ritchie. Will he bunt him over the second, folks? Or Ritchie, Kitty take off for second. He squares a bunt down back to the mound. Only plays over the first, and he's in there safe, folks. So the Pirates here in the top of the 8th is making some noise. It's 2 on, nobody out for Jim Sebring. He is 0 for 2 today. Can Jim deliver here? Kitty's got some darn good speed down at second. Ritchie's no slouch at first. A double here could give the Pirates a 2-1 lead, folks. He's squaring the bunt down the first, nicely placed. That gets both runners into scoring position with 1 out. Passes the baton to Eddie Phelps. He's 0 for 2, but he's 1 for 5 in the World Series. Can Eddie deliver here? And like I say, he got speed on the pad. Ritchie and Bransfield. Here's the full count. And he swings and misses. What a big strikeout by Tom. Woo, 2 outs now to take a 2-out hit here for Harry Smith. Smith is 2 for 3 in this World Series, folks. He pitch hits for the Deacon. Trying to get something going here. Can Smith deliver against Tom Hughes? Tom's got 1 walk and 7 strikeouts through 7 2/3. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that ball is hit down the third over the first, and they waste a golden opportunity. Nice pitching by Tom Hughes to get out of that mess. So we go to the bottom of the eighth. It's still a 1-0 ball game. Bucky Vale comes in the game, folks. He's pitched one scoreless inning in this World Series, struck out one. He'll be facing Collins, Stahl, and Freeman. Can Bucky keep this a one-run game and give the Pirates a chance in the top of the ninth? You got the top of the order due up in the ninth. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Collins. Jimmy's 1 for 3 today. And that ball sinks in low for a walk. Not what you want to see with a one-run game, walking the leadoff batter. Here comes Chick Stahl. What can Chicky do for you? And that ball is in there for a strike, and there won't even be a throw down the second. So now you got an insurance run down at second, nobody out. That ball is lifted in the center field. I'm sorry, that's going to be an infield pop-up down the third. Tommy Leach makes the play, and that'll be out number one. Jimmy stays put. And here comes Buck Freeman. Can he deliver with a one-out hit here, folks? That ball is driven down the second. It gets through in the center field. They're sending, no, they hold a runner at third, folks. You got runners on the corner, one out. I think the Pirates have to bring the infield in, folks. They bring them in on the corners. They leave them at double play depth at second and short. You got Collins, great speed at third. A decent fly ball was scoring Buck Freeman at first. And Freddie up to bat. He is 0 for 3 today. He's 3 for 9 now in the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He swings. That ball is hit down the third. To play at the plate. He throws that ball away, folks, and it is 2-0 Boston Americas. And you still got first and second with one out. Let's look at that again, folks. What a bonehead play that was. Tries to get the runner, not blaming him there, but you got to make the throw. Got to make the throw. That ball was way off target by Freddie. So now you got one out. Freeman at second. Freddie at first. And the Candy Man LaChance up the bat. Now it's a 2-run game. What a big run that was. Not Buck's fault here so far. Here's the pitch to Candy. He's 0 for 3. And that could be a double play ball, folks. 4-6-3 gets him out of it, but Boston scores one. Takes a 2-0 lead into the top of the ninth. Like I say, you got the top of the order due up here. You got Belmont, Clark, and Leach. And before we get this ninth inning started, folks, I just wanted to read something. On December 17th, Orville Wright in 1903 flew at Kitty Hawk, folks. How about that? And in November of 1903, the United States recognized the independence of Panama. And of course, on October 1st, first World Series was played. Let's see what else. Let's see who was born on this date. In this year of 1903. John Dillinger was born in 1903. Bing Crosby with his White Christmas was born. And like I said, in game one, Tom Horn, the famous outlaw out west, he passed away. And another great Western figure, Calamity Jane, passed away in 1903. All righty, folks, let's get back to the game here. You got Ferris, Cryer, and Hughes. Belmont, Clark, and Leach due up here in the top of the ninth. Can they make some noise against Tom? He shut them down so far. That ball is hit down the second over to first, out number 1. Nice play by Ferris. Here's Fred Clark. He's 0 for 3. Can he get on base here? Give these Pirates a chance. Bring up the tying run to the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that's hit back to the mound. Nice play by Tom. 2 up and 2 down. The Pirates are down to their last out. It's Tom Leach. Can he deliver here and get it up to Wagner with a shot to win this game, folks? And that ball's hit down the short over to LaChance, and that's your ball game. The Boston Americans win this game 2-0, folks. Hey, Bernard. Take a look here at the box score. Didn't want to do that. Let's go back here. Tom Hughes pitched the gem of the game to help the Boston Americans escape with a tight 2-0 victory over the Pittsburgh Pirates in a low-scoring World Series contest. The right-hander Hughes threw 9 innings of shutout ball to win, just enough for the Americans on a day with an offensive dry-up. Boston now leads the series 2-1. Hughes delivered a quality start for the Boston Americas. The 6'1" right-hander allowed no runs on 4 hits over 9 innings. Hey, Al, yeah, just got over. It was a quick, great pitched game by Tom Hughes and DEACON PHILLIPPE. PHILLIPPE's lost 2 tough games, 2-1 and 2-0. Sure. The only 2 hits was by Hornis Wagner and Kitty Bansfield. Richie had 2 hits. How many people was thrown out here? Where's that at? Stolen bases, caught stealing. You had Beaumont and Wagner both got thrown out stealing. You had Jimmy Collins and Freeman for their Boston. They stole a base. Buck Freeman 2 for 4 now, batting .364 in the World Series. And you had Patsy Doherty. He went 2 for 4, batting .250. But the story here is poor DEACON. Like I say, he drops to 0-2 in this World Series. 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, strikes out 3. He's got an ERA in the World Series of 1.29, folks, and he got 2 losses. Here, let's take a look. Let's take a look and see if it is on sale. On what I was seeing, it still says $39, Al, but I could be looking at something that's old. Yeah. And then over here, Tom Hughes goes the distance. A 4-hit shutout, folks. Walked 1, struck out 7. Pretty darn impressive. Like I say, you had Patsy Doherty was 2 for 4. Buck Freeman was 2 for 4. Both of them had an RBI. Ferris was 1 for 3. You had 1 double play. That was a big one. Big double play there. Player of the game was Tom Hughes. I can't argue about that. That's for sure. There was 16,255 in attendance to watch this World Series. Now, like I say, we'll be going to Pittsburgh for 4 games. Definitely doing 4 games. We'll see if Boston sweeps the 4-game series. We won't be coming back. to Beantown. Next weekend, yeah, definitely will be on sale next weekend, Bernie. You're right. With Black Friday and all. Alrighty, I want to thank Al, Red Sox fan, for stopping by. Check out his great channel. Aaron Reed, he was going to join me. I don't know what happened, but Aaron Reed just stopped by. Check out Aaron Reed's channel. He's going to get ready to do the World Series. Got Ken Castro. Michael was in here. Tim D. All the big guys. Clinton Parks trying to correct me with my pronunciation. I told him good luck because I am a butcher. There's no doubt about that. 007 was in here. He had to go to work. Philip Reynolds was here. Chris was here, Lower Slower Board Gamer. I believe that's everybody. Beatles. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you, Beatles. This is, I like I say, to spend $200 just so you can have a mobile, and like you say, this has a mobile app if you want it. So let's see who's going to be playing here in game number 3. I think it's going to be, take a look here. He's going to be starting the game here. So Deacon's going to come right back and start game number 4 in Pittsburgh. He's going to get 2 days off and come right back and start game number 4, folks. Let's see who's going to be pitching for the Boston Americans. I'm pretty sure it's going to be, no, it's going to be Bill Dineen. So Dineen will get the ball in game number 4. And Pittsburgh going up against the Deacon. It'll be the Deacon's 3rd start, folks. Like I say, he just pitched in some bad luck here. Beatles. He's been beaten 2-1 and 2-0. His ERA is 1.29, and he's got an 0-2 record here in this World Series. Pitched 14 innings. Let's go to him here. Go back to the Pittsburgh screen here and look at the Deke. Look at that. 7 innings, 5 hits, 7 innings, 7 hits, gives up 1 run, 2 runs. And the 1 run was unearned in game number 2 here. He walked 1 and struck out 6. Crazy, ain't it? Crazy. That is tough luck, ain't it? Yeah, I'm doing the actual lineups, Clinton. Out of the Park made me go to the daily lineups because they wanted to do a 3-man rotation. So yeah. So yeah, Deacon's gonna here. We'll take a look here at the lineups. Because I got all of them set up. I even set up game 9, which was the only game not really played. So you got Deacon pitching in game 5. Then he's going to be pitching again in game 9. Yeah. You had Kennedy pitch in game 6. So there, square it up a little better. Yep. And then you had Sam come back and pitch Crazy, man. And let's take a look at Boston. I think Deneen and Cy Young just start alternating. Yep. Deneen and Cy Young just start alternating, just a two-man rotation for the Americans. Crazy. Instead of saying we don't need no stinking DH, we don't need no stinking rest. I mean, let's just go out there and play, ain't it? But this is a blast, having a blast with it. That's for sure. We might do a game tomorrow. All depends on when Legends gets done tomorrow, folks. I think he's only doing one game tomorrow. I know he's doing a double header on Thursday. So I doubt if we'll do a game on Thursday. Now I'm getting down to the last month in the 1961 Yankees Braves replay. So that's going well. Let's take a look here at see what else we can look at. Go back to the home page here. Wanted to see if it gave you see here. Look at some team pitching. Doesn't give you that. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. Go back to that. Hey, Jamie. Yeah, yeah. Good point, man. Good point. Let's see here. Let's take a look at Pittsburgh here. That's for the year, though. That's for the year. It doesn't give you for the playoffs here, does it? No. Doesn't give you the playoffs. No, I don't see where it's going to give you the stats for the playoffs and let you click on every player. Don't see it. Maybe here in the league. Let's see here. Playoff coverage. There we go. That gives you the stats. So now you got Smith, he's 2 for 4. Richie's 4 for 10. Wagner's 4 for 12. Sebring's 2 for 7. Or Mansfield's only 2 for 11. Old Ginger. Beaumont's 2 for 12. Eddie Phelps is 1 for 2. And Tommy Leach and Fred Clark. That's what's hurting the Pirates there, is those two guys at the top of the order being 2 for 23 Beatles. Man, that hurts. Then over here for the Boston Americans, Riemann is 4 for 11. Ferris is 3 for 10. And old Freddie, since I don't want to make Clinton mad, we'll just call him Freddie. He's 3 for 10. Collins is 3 for 11. Doherty 3 for 12. And LaChance is 2 for 8. And Chuck Stahl doesn't have a hit yet for the Americans. Doesn't have a hit. So let's see if Boston can bounce back in game number 4 against Deneen. They got to him in game number 2. Deneen, like I say, went 9 innings, gave up 11 hits, 6 runs. They was able to get to him. So far, they haven't figured out Hughes and they haven't figured out Cy Young. No, Deacon Phillippe's going back out on that mound after 14 innings and only giving up 2 runs. 2 earned runs, 3 total runs. I hear you, Beatles. That's good. All righty, folks. Well, I'll get off here. I don't know. Is Beatles or somebody going to do something next? Give them a chance here to answer. Before we get off here, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. This has been fun. What time is it? What time is it, folks? It's 11 o'clock. Let's click on here and finish today's game. Oh, you're welcome, Mike. Like I say, thanks for the outstanding stadiums too in this. It's awesome. Yep. It's howdy doody time. All righty, Beatles. Well, you all have a great night, man. Take care until next time.